Hey everybody, we are live at the 2020 Wisconsin State Championships, Day 1. It's Friday. We got Ron Olson, and this is, I believe, some open mixed action.
Yeah, we got open mixed action on the winner's side. A couple of big names here. Ron Olson, he hasn't been out much on the pro tour lately. The best master in the Midwest.
Oh, absolutely.
And on the other side, we have a pro who is really getting hot right now and really playing well. He just won pro singles down at the TKO this year down in Kentucky.
Yeah, Matt Weber has really shown himself to be a very strong pro player here in the Midwest. Like my buddy Teddy said here, he won pro singles and beat a really great player doing it. So that's really impressive, and he's just really just showing us what he's made of this year.
Yeah, so we're going to have a good one here. Ron Olson's playing with my wife, Amanda, and Matt's playing with Carma Burfield, who has been playing out on the pro tour consistently for a few years now. So she's, she's pretty solid back there, but she's going to have her work cut out for her going against Ron Zilla today, I think.
Absolutely. Ron has been playing really good. He's a Michigan boy, and I get to play him basically a couple times a month. I mean, he's a couple hours away from me, but him and Mike Wyrowski, James Hart and the Northern Michigan boys. I mean, they play really good ball. They come down to Lansing about once a month, and Ron's game is looking really good right now, guys. I have to say, he's shooting really great. His 5-bar looks probably some of the best 5-bar I've seen from him, honestly. So.
Yeah, so this is going to be a snake shot extravaganza here. You're going to see a snake shot clinic here, and you're going to see some of the best snake shots in the game, I think.
That's right, Teddy. I think so, too. And speaking of really great snake shot, Matt, he's got a good one. So it's certainly going to be the battle of – I think it's going to be an offensive battle. Who can outscore and outpass, outpossession their opponents, which is it's going to be interesting to watch.
Yeah, maybe it'll come down to which goalie gets a bigger piece of these big giant forwards here.
That's right, and mixed it usually is. It's normally a battle of the 5 bars, and who can outscore who. Now, Teddy, can you tell me a little bit about your involvement with the Wisconsin State Championships?
Yeah, I've been lightly involved. I've always been, lightly involved in it. But over the last few years, I've taken a little bit bigger role, and we've got a good-sized committee. There's 6 of us that have our different areas of expertise, and we all take a little bit of the workload, and we've figured out how to put a pretty good tournament together here now, and we have a lot of fun doing it together. We are ready, Ron.
We are ready, Ron Olson.
Are we on the air right now?
We are live.
I want to say hi to everybody at home. I'm sorry you're missing the tournament. I hope you're staying safe from the coronavirus, and you got a lot of TP.
What a good guy that Ron Olson is. He's really concerned about you guys out there.
Words of wisdom from the big dog.
That's right. Now you were saying a committee, which I think is really important because it's almost too much for one person to do, Teddy.
It is exactly too much to do. And the thing is, Mike, and I was trying to explain this to you before in the conversation.
Yeah.
You're going to burn yourself out if you try and take this all on yourself.
That's right.
You got to put this burden on some of your friends and let them take it for you and form yourself a good committee. Otherwise, you burn yourself out on foosball, and you're not even going to want to play after a year or two of doing that stuff.
Absolutely. And it does take a certain breed of person to really take foosball, promote it at a high level, and also play at a high level as well. I mean, you've seen it with the Don Chalifos, the Steve Murrays, and fellas like that. It's incredibly difficult to promote foosball at a high level and play as well. You can get burnt out real easy. Speaking of getting burnt out, we've got a match right here. I think we're going to see some people burning each other on the table.
All right, Ron swats the first pass away, and we'll see what he does with his first attempt here.
Ron's going to go ahead and take the ball. I think there's
Is he
something
gonna
on there.
Clean something off of it.
Yep.
Okay.
He's one thing you'll notice about Ron Olson, number 26 player in the country. He is really great at table management. He may not do all the tricks, but the things he does them extremely well.
Yeah. Misses his first attempt there.
A little bit wide off the goal on the push side.
Carma sets up with her pull shot. She's got a real good tuck corner.
Oh, wow. That looked good. That looked really good, Teddy.
She scored one of those in the last game, too. I play mixed with Carma a lot. Ron bounces it up the wall. Carma's D's looking pretty good. She's taking away the corners pretty well. Ron's going to have to go down the middle on there. He intercepts a pass here. Carma sets up her pull again, tries to go down the middle. Matt Weber picks up the rebound.
Ron with a quick pickup there on the 5 bar, sets his snake shot up, tries to go straight, but Karma's all over it.
I think he tried to cut that one. I think he tried to put some cut on it
he does
go down the middle.
He does cut it too.
He put some good cut on the ball. I've seen him. He can hit dead bar corners, of course, and then he can cut the ball both ways. Like hits like slices both ways through there.
It's really hard to do. I've tried to do it, but
you have to be a big giant.
You got to be hitting nasty push kicks, just like Ron here.
Gets his team on the board with a push kick there.
So it's 1-1, or is it 1-2?
Delay wall there. It's 1-1.
Oh, it is 1-1. First game, open mixed action here at the Wisconsin State Championships.
Well, Topher blocks one back into goal. That's my wife's nickname, Topher.
Topher,
part of her maiden name, so that's
nice.
Kind of what she goes by out on the pro tour.
Excellent.
Matt Weber passing along the wall, goes down, brushes down, sets up his snake shot here. A little bit off balance. Spins the rod a little bit.
Yeah, that looked
to
like
Ron's
a spin to
5
me.
bar. Yep. Lost control of it there. Ball on Ron's 5 bar, puts the ball into play.
Now, when I was speaking about Ron in respects to the depth of Ron as a player, he's got great depth. Don't get me wrong. But what he does is he's a master of the basics. So it's no shot at him and his depth and his ability to do different things athletically on the table, but more of a compliment as to his table management and discipline to do what he should do that's high percentage.
Yeah, he has maybe about 4 or 5 passes that he has completely mastered. He's
absolutely.
a true master.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Carma gets their team on the board here, 2-2 here in the first game. Ron's working that tic-tac brush. He's got a really steep, nice uphill. Gets it through to his 3 bar, sets his snake shot up. Now with Ron Olson, he's typically going to work a lot off that push side. He's got a power push side. His pull side's devastating as well, but I feel like he likes to pick that push side early to really just plant the defender on the push side.
I truly believe that Ron Olson has the best push side in foosball.
He is one of the best push sides in foosball. It's
timeout here by the team on the
first
left.
timeout here. It's reminiscent of something you would see from a Billy Pappas, I think.
I don't know. I think Ron Olson's push side's better than Billy Pappas.
Billy's got a good one, and so does Ron. Just masters of the game at this point. I love the. Let's talk a little bit about the streaming that you guys are doing here this weekend.
Yeah, so we did the same setup last year, and we're gonna get a little bit closer and zoom in a little bit more tomorrow. So it should be a little bit better picture. We got Jay here, and he's working all the numbers.
Awesome job, Jay.
He's pulling points for us, and that's the complicated part of the operation.
It is.
But the stream looks great. I
It
like the
does.
setup.
Me too. It does look really great, Teddy. So Matt's going to put the ball in the play, do a quick push side.
Yeah, why let Ron get a chance to go and create a symphony of
Exactly.
a beautiful defensive orchestra?
That's right. That's
take
right,
all
Teddy.
the fun out of it.
It was a smart move on his point, I
Yeah.
think, too.
Good chance to take.
Ron's going to look to strike back to take it 4-3. And it's
Got
going
it
to...
in. And we're hearing yes after every point. He's getting pumped up down there. What do we got here? We got 4-4 or 4-3?
It's going to be 4-3, or it looks like 4-4.
4-3.
It's hard to see those black beads sometimes.
Weber
It's-
went for
it
another
is
quick one
4-3.
there.
Yeah, he's got to take his time on the 5. And he does that just in this possession here. Chips it up beautifully to the 3-bar. Setting it up now to even it up.
And he goes for a big push side. We got 4-4 here.
Beautiful. We've got a match here. Now, this setup, and we're almost seeing a big movement with the technologies we're seeing here. And Ron's going to take a timeout after pushing that through the lane here. He's got on the 3 to win the first game. So it's 1-1 in timeouts here in the third game, 4-4. But going back to the technology, what you're starting to see here in the world of foosball is the technology is really catching up to the culture, and we're really starting to bridge the gap to bring in the new era of table soccer. And I think it's so important to have the technology, to work with the technology, and really elevate the game as far as streaming and as far as viewership.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people doing the thing out there. The Bearded Wonder. You got
Bearded Wonder's a big one. Shout out to Jason Wicks. He's been doing a really great job promoting in the country, and his streaming is looking really awesome.
yeah. Those Florida guys too.
Those Florida guys too, yeah. You can't count.
Foos, what are they?
It's
what are they called?
Foos TV.
Foos TV.
You can't count them out. They're doing an awesome job. Just amazing work with the
Matt
streaming.
gets a block there on 4-4.
A really
He's looking
big
at
block,
the banks
Teddy.
now.
A really
He's
big
checking out
block.
bank defense. It's a good time to check it.
Carma just barely had that pickup there on the 3.
Amanda will set up her push here, and she's got a good one.
She does. She certainly does.
And she knocks it in. She gets credit for that one there, Mike.
Yep, she absolutely does. Really great player, and I love seeing couples in foosball. It's really amazing. Ted, you and your wife, have you guys really competed?
Yeah, we played Vegas. We took 9th in pro doubles.
Wow.
Yeah, this.
Wow.
It
That's
doesn't
awesome.
sound good. 9th
No, it
in pro
sounds great.
doubles.
It sounds
but,
awesome.
But it felt good. We took down some good teams there.
I don't think I've been top 10 in a pro event in Vegas at all.
Yeah.
So to do it with your wife, that's really amazing, I think. Says a lot about your game, too. You're another one of those guys who's really reaching for that top pro spot in the Midwest. With finishes at the World Championships. Was it second place at the Worlds in expert singles? Really knocking at the door in that pro field, too. Really doing a good job the last 2 years plus.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Trying to evolve my game, trying to make the last little minor adjustments to put my game over the top.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? It's a game of adjustments, man.
It is a game of adjustments, and it's all about just taking your lumps and being humble and playing good foosball. Speaking of good foosball,
Matt uses a delay high lane there.
beautifully.
Fakes the wall.
Yeah,
It's a good pass. It's like a 4-4 pass there.
it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's a good. That's
It's
a good
almost
pass.
a setup pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it here on
It'll
0-0?
work on anybody.
Yeah.
That pass.
I
It'll
think
work
so,
on
too.
anyone at least once. Ron sets it up with a snake here and gets a good pull side. Now he's getting rolling. Don't let that big guy get rolling.
Oh,
here.
you bet. Yeah. You got to stop the freight train that is Ron Olson.
Matt tries to go along the wall, just couldn't hang on there.
Yeah, what Matt really needs to do here is, and I have a lot of experience. from
Karma
playing Ron
again.
Beautifully.
1-1 here.
Her 2-rod is looking good today,
Short
Teddy.
corner, yeah.
So what Matt needs to do here, it seems like, is just control the 5-bar.
And that can be tough.
Yeah, it can be when you're playing an explosive player like Ron.
He doesn't get to play Ron very much.
He doesn't.
Yeah. Quick push kick by Matt.
And Ron I've been playing him a lot lately. He's been playing more and being more dedicated. Wow, that was a really beautiful push side by Matt there. So he's getting really pumped up. Back in the day, he wouldn't yell as much or get too worked up, but he's been away from foosball for a while, and he's always loved the game, and so getting back into it, he's really passionate, really wants to do well this weekend.
I'm so happy to see him here. I'm so happy to have him here. I'm so happy to have you guys here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having us.
But yeah, I love seeing Ron play. It's good for him. It's a good, healthy hobby.
Yeah, foosball is great. It's done really beautiful things for a lot of people I know, including myself.
What do we got here? 4-2 now?
Unfortunate.
I think the team on the left just took a timeout.
Yeah, Matt's really going to have to try to slow Ron down, his momentum. And he can. He's a quality player. He is good enough to dig himself out of the hole here.
So let me tell you something about this guy digging himself out of holes. He was down to
right.
Kevin Romero.
He was.
In the second set in pro singles. He was down 4-1.
And in the king seat match, he was down 4-2, I believe, in the third.
So this guy never gives up.
He doesn't, and that's it's a sign of a true great player. Never count yourself out of a match. I mean, especially in maybe a little bit ill-advised there. Yeah.
But you're down 2, take a chance. You got to make something happen, Mike.
You do. But I believe in digging yourself out in small, high-percentage plays.
Yeah, there's something to be said about that. If he would have scored one more point, it would have only been a one-point game, and now he just lost the match.
Yeah.
But overall, great. It was a good.
It was a good match.
Good match. 2 games.
I think Matt would have been more in there if he would have passed that last ball and just really worked, because it's almost like you expect the left hook when you're down. Good job, Ron. Awesome job.